Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are doing the June 2022 pick-a-card reading, so what to expect in the month of June for you, if there's any certain messages coming about. Do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates and know that there's a message in here for you somewhere. And before you pick a pile in front of you, all I ask you to do is to get into a calm, centered space, take a few deep breaths, and really let your intuition pick the pile or the seashell in front of you. Speaking of which, all of the timestamps for these groups will be down in the description box below, as well as in a pinned comment by me. That way you can skip directly to your group. And if you want to do all three groups, awesome, that's fine too. Just whatever intuitively sticks out for you is what you should go for. So my group number ones are right here with this spiky shell. My group number twos are with this white shell. Almost like a clam shell, yeah? Sure. And my group number threes with this almost snail tortoise shell looking guy. All right, you can pause this video to meditate on the card piles if you'd like. If not, I will see you in your particular group. Hello, my group number ones, those of you who chose the spiky shell. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in your month of May. So we're using the Mermaid Tarot here, and then a whole bunch of oracle cards that are either mermaid or ocean themed. Because it's June, it is the season of the sea witch. All right, so this first card is going to be representing you personally in the month of June. And we have the Eight of Cups. All right. And I apologize for the glare. There's nothing I can do about that. And this next card is going to represent the message for the month of June. We've got, ooh, interesting. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. All right. And your last card here, tarot card, is going to represent the advice on how to go through this energy. Move through it. Oh, we've got the Queen of Cups. So pretty. All right, so let's discuss this here. So you are being represented by the Eight of Cups. This means you are finally done with a situation and you are leaving it. You are walking away from it. You are moving on. You've had enough. Rightfully so. Usually when the Eight of Cups comes about, it indicates that like we have tried everything. We have done all that we could. We have gotten as far as we could. And it is just, it's done. There's no longer a benefit to staying. As you can see here, the mermaid is going back into the sea. Because she's like, yeah, we're done. This is not working out. So sometimes it can indicate travel too, but this is indication in June you are done. And this could also be like you're done feeling a sort of way too. So do keep in mind that this is a general reading. So it's going to resonate in a different way for everybody. But regardless, the point here is that you are done and you are moving on. You are moving away. You are walking away. And this is a very good thing for you. And the message here is this Ten of Pentacles. This means, this usually is talking about, I should say, like abundance. And almost to the point of like, you've got generational abundance now. Like you've got everything you need. You don't have to worry. But as a message, if you look at the picture here, they're all gathered around a feast. There's money on the table, all different generations around the table. So for me as a message, it's indicating to like, look at everything else that you have around you. Take a stock look at all of the blessings that you do have around you. Even the little things like, you know what? My electricity is on today. Amazing. I'm wealthy. I am abundant. I have family members who want to be in my life, who I want in my life. That's abundant. Look at all of the wonderful things that you have around you, no matter how small. Like knowing that we have more than we think or than we like fear that we don't have. So you could have been walking away. Let's use this as an example. You could be walking away from a job, right? And you're worried that, this next job, you're not going to be able to, have the same lifestyle, or you're not going to be able to, take a lower pay. You're worried about that. You're worried about all of these X, Y's, and Z's, but there's always a support system around you. And if it's for the betterment of your mental health or your physical health, it's better for you to walk away and endure, like try to find something new and better and bigger that's going to eventually be abundant for you, because you have a support system. You have people in your life that care and want to help out, or you have enough money to do this big move. You have it saved, or you have the ability and the capabilities to do so. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And to know that you have more than enough to make this change. If you are leaving a relationship, it's for the best. Like, it's finally, you're at that point of like, I'm done. This is not working. I'm going to go find my happiness. Because again, cups are emotions, feelings, and intuitiveness. You're listening to yourself. You're listening to your gut, and you're following your emotions, right? But just know the message here for June is like, don't freak out about not having enough, because you do, and you will have enough to sustain your way of life. Like, be grateful for what you have. I know that sounds really cliche, but the more grateful you are and thankful you are for what you already have, the more the universe pours back into you. And so then the advice here is this Queen of Cups, and this is all about listening to your gut and going with your emotions, going with your feelings. And it's also about like really listening to where it wants to guide you. Like, it's okay to feel your feelings. If this is hard, you don't have to cover that up. You can feel and be in your feelings. If it's sad, be in your feelings. Like, don't be ashamed or afraid to be emotional, because when it gets to this point, this is the point where you're like, all right, I'm good. I need to go. Walking away from something when it's something that is known to you, when it's something that is familiar to you, when it's something that meant so much to you, is painful, right? There is a certain amount of pain that goes along with it, because at the end of the day, it's some sort of loss to you. So to not feel those feelings and to suppress them is only going to bring about a harder healing process for you. Feel your feelings when you need to feel your feelings, but also be intuitively guided to your next choice. Listen to where your intuition wants to take you next. You know you're better than this. That's why you're walking away. You know you are worthy of better than this. You know if you stuck around, things weren't going to change, things were going to be the same, and you would never get any farther than you were right now. But since you're walking away and you're choosing to do so because you're listening to your gut and you're listening to your instinct, you can intuitively know that you are going to attract better, that you are going to bring about more abundance in your life because you are following what you need to do. And I'm sounding really harsh right now. I'm not meaning to, but like, I'm feeling like very protective of you right now. Like, you need to do this for you. It is the correct decision because you made it and you're listening to your intuition. With that being said, let's go now into your oracle cards to see if we can get a bigger picture or a deeper meaning here. And I do want to read, I have these inspiration cards. I want to read these first to see if we can get an idea of what's going on. This is messages from the Mermaids, I believe. That's what the deck is called. We have a Marrow's release. Ooh. We the Marrows can release you from prisons created from false beliefs. We now give you the courage to escape anything that has encaged your soul. Rise up and be free and happy. Oh my God. I love that for you. Yes. Release the things that are not serving you, that are making you feel trapped, that are making you feel less than, that are making you feel unworthy. Because my dears, you are not. You are not. You already know what you have to do. That's what this Queen of Cups is here. It's like we are trying to guide you. We're trying to get you to go out of this bad situation into a better one. All right, next we have your sea melodies here, which are always so insightful. Opportunity. Okay, you will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So, okay, would you look at that? This is hard. This is rough. This is something that's going to be tough to do, but you're going to give yourself a brand new opportunity by doing so. Sometimes the roughest seas bring the highest yield of fish, right? Your next one, we've got communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So say what you need to say. Feel your feelings. Be in your feelings. Communicate. Why isn't this working anymore? If it's a relationship, listen, I have tried my hardest to do X, Y, Z, and you're not doing anything. You're not compromising. You're not blah, 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 fill in the blank, right? If you're leaving a job, communicate why you left, because guess what? There needs to be more exit interviews for the employees too. Like, it wasn't a pleasant experience to work for you, or this company has a toxic environment. I'm moving on to be paid what I deserve and what I'm worth. Communicate. And the next we have ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. Yeah. Once you do all of this, and once you are eradicating yourself from the horrible situation that you have wanted to leave from, or, you know, it might not even be that bad, but what I'm saying is it's toxic to you. So once you eradicate yourself from that, you're going to have all of this ambition. You're going to want to reach new heights. You're wanting to go the highest that you can go, because when you were with this situation, it held you back. All right. First up, we've got nurturing. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing queen. It is all about self-care as well. So make sure that you are nurturing yourself through this hard time. You are giving your time, you're giving yourself space and time to heal through this, that you are nurturing your intuition, that you are nurturing your feelings, that you are very attentive to yourself. Nurturing your ideas. Look at that release. Yeah, absolutely. Release the ick. Then we've got routine. Okay, so this is also one of those situations where this was so routine for you. This was something that, you know, it was just second nature to deal with and to do. So now it's going to be a little bit difficult because you have to break out of that routine. You have to leave. Things are switched up. The unknown, all of that's a little tricky and scary, right? But you will find a new routine. You'll get your sea legs again. Everything will be okay. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Remember, be grateful for what you do have around you. Be grateful for the friends and family that are there to support you and help you through. And you've got enough already. So you have a new routine that's coming. You just have to be patient with yourself to get there. You'll get back into a new groove. All right, next we've got the Sea Soul Journeys. First up, we've got Imagine. Oh, look at that pretty picture. May you look beyond what can be seen. So yeah, right now it's hard to see beyond the hurt, beyond the struggle. It's hard, and it's difficult to imagine what life can be like in a different routine or a different situation. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to go beyond what you don't know. Allow yourself to see all of the different opportunities and possibilities for yourself. Allow, would you look at that? May you soften into what is. So know that things do happen at the divine timing. So as, again, cliche and sometimes maybe tacky to say, there's lessons to be learned. And that's what this whole human experience is lessons. So allow yourself to proceed. Allow yourself to understand that it's okay to move on from this. You deserve more. You deserve better. You are worth more and worth better. So you can then Allow yourself to soften after this. Please don't allow this situation to harden you into something that won't be able to feel again or listen to their intuition, right? It's gotten you this far. Next up, we've got the Mermaid Oracle here, Mermaid Messages, something like that. Breaking free. I love it. I absolutely love this for you. Breaking free. You're leaving, you're escaping. And it's time to re-energize. Yeah, see, once you get out of this situation, you're going to be so invigorated to start over. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel like the world is your oyster. And it's going to reinvigorate and re-energize you into creating so many more opportunities and abundance. Look at that, move forward. Absolutely, you're going to move forward. Absolutely. Like, this is only the beginning. Next up, we have the Sacred Sea. I had to double check what it's called. It's driving me crazy not remembering. We have the Octopus Spirit. So ingenuity. So you have to be pretty ingenious, I'm going to say, in order to figure out a way out of your situation and come out on top. And that's what you're doing. You're figuring it all out. You are looking at things in a new perspective, because that's what he looks like he's doing here. Looking at things in a new light and figuring out what you need to do. Flexibility. All of these things are providing you this escape. Manta Ray Mother, I love it. Compassionate kindness. So sometimes it's hard to be compassionate and be kind when it involves you being hurt. Sometimes it's hard to give others grace. Sometimes people don't know that they're hurting you or that they're providing a bad environment for you. So that's where the communication comes in. However, this has been going on for some time for you, and I'm sure you've already tried to communicate your feelings, etc., and so on. Compassionate kindness, this is for yourself now. This is letting you know that you did all you could with the tools that you had. The situation just ran its course, and now you need to move on from it. Don't berate yourself. Don't do the I coulda, shoulda, woulda thing. It's not going to help you. Give yourself grace, compassion, and kindness to allow yourself to move forward and to move on from whatever this situation is. Okay? Because you, again, deserve it. And sometimes we have to stay in certain situations due to extraneous circumstances beyond our control. Would we want to leave? Absolutely. But there's certain things that have to happen before you can get to that point, right? So don't beat yourself up about staying or having to be in that environment for too long. Be compassionate to yourself. Remember the nurturing. Remember that self-care. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. And surround yourself with people that are going to be compassionate and kind in your situation as well. You know, lean on some people. Your friends and family want to help you and want to be there for you emotionally and however else they can. Then we have the Moon Queen of the Sea, reclaim receptivity. So please, like we were talking about just now, don't let this harden you. Allow yourself to still be open. Allow yourself to please let other people in. Don't let this bring up your walls. Absolutely set boundaries. Absolutely be careful and wary about people. But don't let that harden you off to not being able to receive anything, okay? It's important that you still have that open and honest flow about you, because that way that's when the abundance can start coming in. And then your last C1, we've got Visionary Sea Queen, potent projections. You know what you want to see. You know what you want out of your life, and now you're going to go get it. Follow your visions. The whole thing of potent projections. You can see what you want for yourself. You can see where you want to go. Now go and do it. Follow your dreams. Follow what you want. Then we have the Oracle of the Mermaids, beauty, grace. We're just talking about that. Loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Don't let this harden you. You are still a wonderful, beautiful, hopeful, wonderful person. Give yourself grace. Remember who you are, and then thrive. What is that? Glow up. Do your glow up. This is that time for you. And then we've got the crane bag. Sacred ocean medicine. So clutter, declutter, and choice. You've already made your choice to go and move. So there's that indication. But now it's time to like get rid of the things, release the things that no longer serve you. If you are leaving, declutter all the stuff. Don't take with you the things that remind you of the situation or the person, unless it's something very special to you. Like everything, lighten your load is what I'm trying to say. And your last three cards here are the Whispers of the Ocean. And we've got the Safe and Surrounded by Love. Like I said, keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. 100%. We have Facing Your Fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Love it. And your last one, oh, so sweet. Adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. I mean, we were talking about that with the Ten of Pentacles. So listen, it's going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a little bit painful, a little bit hurtful, because loss is always going to be that way. But it's going to bring about so much more beneficial things for you. You're going to be happier. You're going to be lighter. You're going to be in a much better situation after this. Please do not lose hope. Please know that what you're doing is for your betterment. So you're on the right track. You've got this. You really do. So please don't lose hope. Don't get discouraged, because this is all going to work out in your benefit. I hope this resonated with you. I love you and I like you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video, and that way you'll never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 2s, those of you who chose the white shell, or the clam shell as we're going to call it now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your Mermaid Tarot first, and then we're going to dive a little bit deeper with your mermaid and ocean themed oracle cards. All right, this first card is going to represent you in the month of June, and we've got the Hermit. All right, shining a light right there. And please forgive the glare. There is nothing I can do about it with the gloss on the cards. And then this card is representing the message for the month of June. So this is the Two of Pentacles. All right. And your last tarot card is going to represent the advice on how to move through this energy. We have the Lovers. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's discuss. So the Hermit representing you. So this month of June is about you and alone time. It's about you having time to yourself, to cancel out the noise, the distractions, to really figure out what you want and who you are. This is kind of like getting to know yourself again. Definitely taking a time out. So if you are doing the most, which looks like you are, this is your sign, this is your time to slow down and to really allow yourself time for you again. You know, if there's a hobby that you've been missing, start it again. If there's been something that you wanted to do, like if you wanted to wake up in the morning and do yoga before you go to work, because that gets you in a better mindset for your day, that's alone time, do it. Figure out what lights you up again. Figure out what makes you you. Take time to listen to you. If that means every 5 minutes every now and then, so be it. But it is about you taking time out for you to be with you, not you taking time out to be with somebody else, to hang out with somebody else. No, this is you finding you again, spending time with you. And the message here is this Two of Pentacles. This is like, okay, Are you coping or are you struggling? The message here isn't to struggle. The message is to find balance. The message here is to be like, okay, well, you know, there's so much distraction, so many distractions, so much noise that sometimes it's hard to find a balance. Sometimes it's hard to, you have this work life that's stressful, then you come home and you have your family, and then you have your social life that you're supposed to keep up with. Then you have, all the fun things that you can't do anymore because you don't have time. So all of these things, plus, chores and housework and, yada, yada. There's so much, right? But the message here is to find a balance so that you're not struggling, that you're simply just juggling like this rabbit. Just, la-di-da-di-da. I'm fine. I can juggle. I'm good. And I'm even putting on a show. I am so good at juggling all of this that it is effortless and it is a show for you. Because this rabbit is like, I'm showing these kids what's up. So that's the message here, is to find the balance in order for it to be effortless. In order for you to have all of these responsibilities and also circle back. The responsibilities and priorities need to be done in a way that makes sense for you so that it's not struggle. It's juggle. Oh my gosh, now that TikTok song is in my head. The wiggle one. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. Moving on. The advice here is this Lover's card. So this isn't talking about, soulmates or, lovers in general, relationships. No, it is literally the relationship with yourself. This mermaid is looking into like a magic mirror, and both of them are like, is it greener on the other side? Like, what is this what I want? It's finding yourself again. It's figuring out who you are and what you want. It's literally a duality and a balance all in one. The 6 is the number down there. The 6 is the number of harmony. And again, 3 plus 3, they're evenly spaced. There's a balance there. So figuring out what you want. And ultimately it's a choice, right? The Lover's card is a huge decision. It's a huge choice. So the advice here is like, are you ready to commit to a decision? Are you ready to make the best choice for you right now? It can be a life-altering decision. What are you going to cut out to leave room for yourself, to make things easier? What are you going to implement to make things easier, to stop your juggling? Like, all of these things are choices. And they can be pretty big and scary choices sometimes too. But this is where the alone time comes in. This is where you really get to take time to figure it out. And believe me, I know it's easier said than done. I get that. But we're talking about the difference between balancing and outright continually struggling, which nobody wants to see anybody struggle. You don't want to struggle. You don't want to have to go through that. We're finding an even balance here. And ultimately, it's taking a look in the mirror, figuring out what's working and what doesn't work anymore, and making that choice to bring harmony for yourself, to bring harmony for your family. And now this is also not to say that it's all on you, right? Like if there's disharmony in your home life, there could be multiple different reasons, right? But I'm talking about making life easier for you specifically, balancing it out for you specifically. There's only so many things that, we can control. And that's kind of what we're talking about here. What are some actions that you can do to make life easier for yourself? What are some things that you can communicate that will make your life easier or, routines better? What are things that you can do and choices that you can make to create more harmony and balance in your home situation? That's what we're talking about. So let's move on to your oracle cards to see what else we can figure out here. How deep we can go. So this is messages from the mermaids or something of that. It's like inspiration cards. And so it's a message and it says, glittering seas. We, the mermaids, bring you sacred sea light, the sparkling gift of radiance. It will bring vitality, luminosity, and brilliance to all you do. The light will shine upon the path you must take. So again, we're talking about a little bit of a choice here. And this light is going to help guide you. It's going to bring you that energy, the vitality. That's amazing. And would you look at that? You have the light. So you are going to be able to make this choice and you can light up whatever direction or path you choose to take. All right. Next up, we have the sea melodies. First up, we've got explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. So what can you do? What different direction can you take in order to create that harmony and balance? What haven't you explored? What are your other options? And we've got strength. Yep. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. So listen to your inner strength. Pull on that reservoir of strength and allow yourself to make these decisions. These choices are hard. I'm not saying they're not, but sometimes we need to make big decisions to make big change. And would you look at that? We have change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Boom. All right. Next up, we have the Oceanic Wild Oracle. Balance. All right. Yeah, we don't even need to talk anymore about that. We already know we are talking about balance. Next, and we're talking about harmony. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, so definitely those are the big key things that we're focused on in the month of June. Balance and harmony, creating those safe spaces for yourself, creating the balance so that you're not stressed, juggling, not thinking that everything is futile. Your last one, communication. We were talking about that too. Absolutely. Communicate your needs, communicate what you want, communicate what you need as far as help or support. All of those things need to be communicated. Remember, not everybody can facilitate your needs by means of psychic communication, right? They can't read your mind. Sometimes, some of us might put on a little bit of a show, like when we're cleaning up or like doing the heavy sighs and breathing and stuff like that to like get people to notice, like, hey, could you help me over here? That passive kind of like, I'm struggling. Could you help pick up the pieces? Let's not do that. Clear communication. Okay. Clear communication. And you know what? Not everything is a sense of urgency. So sometimes when people try to communicate, like you don't, I shouldn't say it like that. Point being is like some people understand instructions in a different way. So like if you're communicating with a high huffing and the puffing and the sighs, some people might just think that you're struggling and that's it, or like you're in a bad mood. They might not get the communication of like, hey, could you help me over here? So like they're not going to understand that. So just communicate and try to do so effectively, and you'll see such a change in how people want to help you out and support you. It's not that you don't have support. It's sometimes we're not asking in the right way. All right. Next we have the Sea Soul Journeys. And the first one up, we've got curious. May you open and explore. So again, more of that explore. So explore different options. Be open to different options. Okay. If that means like, maybe I need to get a planner. I've never had a planner before, but maybe I need to try to do that. Or maybe I need to hire a cleaning service that comes in. Or maybe I need to be learning a new skill at work so I can do my job a little bit more effectively. Or maybe I need to figure out a new program. Fill in the blank. Be curious and open and explore some options for yourself that might make things easier for you. Then we've got joy. May you pursue what lights you up. Again, if you're stressing and struggling too much, there's hardly a lot of room for joy, right? So create a life that's easier for yourself. Make these big decisions so that you can always live in joy, that you can always be happy, and pursue things that light you up. That's so important. So important to go toward things that are exciting and create happiness for you. And then courageous. Yeah, sometimes change is hard. May each breaking wave build your courage. Sometimes change is really difficult to do. Asking for help can be difficult to do. But for the month of June, we are going to pull upon our reservoirs of strength, be courageous, and explore ways of changing to create the harmony and the balance. Next, we have the Mermaid Messages, or Messages from the Mermaids. We've got recognition. Okay, so this can go one of two ways. Recognizing the problems, recognizing what doesn't work anymore, recognizing your role in it and other people's role. And the other side of the coin here is once everything is settled and you're finding the balance and the harmony, watch the recognition for your hard work pour out. Then we've got magic. Believe in magic. Believe that things can be solved effectively. Believe that things can change in for the better. We have hope. It's not going to be a struggle for long. Okay? Hold out the hope. Hold out that you got this, because you do, and things will be better. And then we have more communication. Yeah, that's going to be a key factor here for you in June. Communicate. Again, I know it could be hard, but focus on that. Focus on learning how to effectively communicate your wants and needs. Again, I know it's a struggle. This is your Sacred Sea Oracle. We've got deepen self-knowledge. So Akashic Gaia Gateway. So this is where you spending alone time is going to be key. To know yourself, to know what you're capable of, to listen to your intuition, to listen to your wants and needs. This is going to be important in order to understand what change needs to come. And then your other C, we've got Botanical Sea Temple, blooming opportunities. So things are going to start opening up for you. There's going to be more opportunities for you once you get this balance down, because right now you're too stressed to focus on new opportunities. You're too much in the frazzle and the fray to realize when an opportunity is coming your way. When an opportunity comes your way, you're looking at it as more work or more responsibilities, or, you know, can I fit this into my schedule type of thing. Or you're looking at a negative way instead of realizing like, oh my gosh, this is going to change my whole situation. So once you figure out the balance and the harmony part, more opportunities are going to come, and you're going to see them as opportunities. Next, we have the Oracle of the Mermaids. And your first one is Farewell to the Moon. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. So again, this is about cycles. The lunar cycles are, every 28 days, there's a new moon, right? So what this means is that there's all these cycles. So this is just you going into a new cycle. You appreciating the things that you have, the things that have worked, and now it's time for change and figuring out how to incorporate that. Sometimes it's fantastic to actually do things by the cycle of the moon, depending on what you want to do, right? So if you're wanting to create change and get rid of things, it's fantastic to do a release on a full moon, because that's the end of the cycle. We're getting rid of everything we no longer want, and we are releasing it. So, if you're wanting to do a big, deep clean, get rid of everything, a full moon is fantastic for that. If you're wanting to bring new opportunities in, new moon's where it's at, intention, okay? So look into the full moon cycles and figure out if that's something that you can create balance in with a routine as well. Your last one here, freedom, independence, self-determination. So again, once you bring in the balance, it's going to create a whole new opportunity for you to feel free here, for you to feel like, okay, I have time to myself. I have time to do things that I want to do. I have time to meditate. I have time to go shopping. I've got time to go get my nails done, to go, hang out with the bestie. all of these things. I'll have more freedom to do the things that I enjoy doing because I am not floundering and struggling. And your last cards here are going to be the Whispers of the Ocean and the Light of the Moon. So more moon energy. A full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So what here are you so afraid of to not make the change? Like, are you wanting to be seen as somebody who struggles? Are you wanting to be a martyr? Or are you wanting to kind of face your fears of like getting things hammered out and spending time with yourself, by yourself, in order to do so? You know, sometimes it's hard to be in your own thoughts, right? Sometimes it's really hard to listen to the quiet because then you're just alone with all of the thoughts and your worries and, you know, the embarrassing moments from 20 years ago. But sometimes we need to go through that and face the fears of that in order to figure out who we are and what we want. Your next card here is Gentle Moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. So, first of all, that communication card, the 2 communication cards right here. Then moderation as well. So take your time with this. It's not like no change really happens overnight. Don't push yourself too hard, and know that everything will work out in the divine timing. So you know what you need to do in order to, you know, figure things out. You know what isn't working. So try to moderately do the changes. You don't have to do everything so fast that, you know, you get whiplash. And your last card here, Distinctive Potential, the narwhals. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Just like what we were talking about. Hang in there. It will all balance out, okay? But you need to make the choice of what to leave behind, what to release, what you don't want, and to keep an open mind to explore options that will help you succeed and help you bring about balance, okay? I hope this resonated with you. Please let me know if it did down in the comment section below and what group you chose. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 3s, those of you who chose this snail shell thingy. We're going to take a look at your Mermaid Tarot first, and then we're going to dive deeper into some more mermaid and ocean themed decks. So this first card is going to represent you in the month of June, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Yes, that is great. Next up is going to represent the message for the month of June, and we've got the Ace of Swords. All right. And the last card is going to represent the advice. We've got the 8 of Wands. Advice on how to move through the month of June. Little hiccup there. All right. So 8 of Pentacles representing you. This means you have worked hard on your skills and your talents and what you do. You have done all of the effort. You've put in the late nights, the training, all of the above. And now, in the month of June, this is your time to capitalize on it because it is the Pentacles. So make sure in the month of June that you get paid what you are worth. This is awesome. Part of me from this spread, it feels like you are very wary about your worth. Will people like what I do? Will people understand what I do? Will this be received well? How will people view me? Is this really what I should be doing? Like, you have all of these self-doubts, and I need you to knock it off. I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to understand that what you do is unique. What you do is worth you putting yourself out there, okay? You have talent, you have skills, you deserve recognition for it, and you deserve to be compensated. The message here is this Ace of Swords. So the month of June, you're going to figure out and find that it's a brand new beginning for you, that things are going to start happening in a brand new way. You will be finding clarity. You will be figuring out that the law of attraction really does work, because what you think, you create. So the swords represent thoughts. As you can see in this card, the sword is in the bottom of the ocean in a ship. It even has a rope that is weighing it down. But what good is it in the ocean? So it's a gift to somebody, but who's going to claim it? You're going to claim it. You're going to claim these gifts because you've earned it. You have done the due diligence to receive the gift of clarity, of new beginnings, new thoughts, new inspiration, new things that are going to be coming your way. Okay? Claim your spot. All right? Think of this as like you're going forth like a knight almost, like you're charging forward. You're claiming this for yourself. This is you moving forward, a new cycle for you, a new phase. And you are claiming this because you've earned it. You are the kid from the Sword and the Stone. I can't remember his name right now. You pulled that sword out from the rock, and now you are claiming what's rightfully yours. And the advice here is this Eight of Wands. This is like being completely unstuck. If you see, this is a bunch of wands coming out of this lava volcano. This is instant action. This is quick action. This is everything coming to fruition. This is you taking charge. This is feeling unstuck. If you've been feeling like you couldn't get out of, a situation, if you've been feeling like you've had like mental blocks, creative blocks, if you've been feeling like you can't get things to work the way you want them to work, it's done. You've got it. You are unstuck now. This is literally taking and bringing all of your ideas out of your head and putting them into the physical world, making them happen. All your ideas, all of your crazy inventions, they're going to come to fruition now. You're going to create them. You're going to do the thing, and you're going to do it quickly. And it's going to be really good for you. It's going to be so good for you. Because again, you've earned this. You know what you're doing. You know your value. You know your self-worth. And now in the month of June, you will really know your worth, because now you have this, like, you're re-energized. You're good to go. You want to do all of the things because you're seeing things clearly now. You're seeing what you want, and you're going to go for it. You're going to do it. You're going to, let's just say you're going to open up an internet shop. You're going to sit there and start posting items. You're going to do a few TikToks about it, and you're going to like get people excited. And then you never know what'll happen after that. You're going to just, rapid fire all of this off because you have all of this creativity within you around what you do. And it's just going to explode into something amazing. So let's keep going here. First, I'm going to read you a message from the mermaids here, this inspirational deck. And we've got Mermaid's Muse. Oh, I love it. We, the mermaids, are sending inspiration. You will now have insightful ideas, revelations, and brilliant solutions to dilemmas disturbing your calm. Prepare to be illuminated with creativity and genius. I mean, don't have anything to add to that. Now we've got some sea melodies here. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. What are your dreams? Follow it. Do it. What is that meme? Just do it. Do it already. Shia LaBeouf. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. And your next one here. Rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. Absolutely. If you're stuck, you're going to become unstuck. If you need help, there are people around you that will be willing to help you. And keep in mind, you doing this will have you be an inspiration for somebody else. Like, you will be that person that they look up to. You will be the one to give advice when they're feeling stuck, when they're feeling like they're self-doubting, you can give them advice on how you got through it. And your last C melody, recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. So this is the time to remember who you are, remember what you do. And if you've been feeling worn out, take a step back for a second before things get crazy, but crazy good. Make sure you take some time out for self-care. Next, we have the Oceanic Wild Oracle. My gosh. All right. We've got endure. Endurance. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got endurance. So you have been doing the most. You have been putting in the work, the late nights and the long hours because you've got something good coming. Next, we have awareness, this clarity coming in. Very much so. You now know what you want. You see it, you want it, and you're going to get it. Ariana Grande, thank you very much. And then we have broken. So this doesn't mean you're broken. This means that you see things in a different way. This is a broken seashell, but what you see is like the potential. That it may look broken to other people, but you see what it can be. What it was and what it can be. And that's what this is. And your last Oceanic one, again, beginnings. Love to see it. So this is going to be a brand new beginning for you. This is a jumping off point for you. Next, we have the Sea Soul Journeys here. First one we've got is lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. I think this is definitely giving me this 8 of Wands vibe where it's just like, you're going to be unstuck and you're going to feel so much better now because you're seeing things in a new way, in a new perspective. And it's creating this like weight off of your shoulders. You're like, okay, I can do this. I can do what I need to do. I can see things in a different way. Like I know my value. I know my worth. Receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. See? Absolutely. Don't need to add to that. Space. May your heart and your scope expand. So definitely, I see you expanding. I see you taking up space in the best way possible. You are going to be able to create your own mark on the world, and you are going to be expanding and creating abundance for yourself. Love it. Next, we have Mermaid Messages from the Mermaid. And it is be spontaneous. So take the leap. Take the leap. You already know that you got this. So be spontaneous with it. You know, don't keep putting off, oh, I'll make my TikTok tomorrow, or I'll, create my online store tomorrow. Do it when you feel like you should do it. Like there's no perfect time is what I'm trying to say. There's no perfect time. So if you have a thought in your mind, do it. If you are creating art or an art piece and you have that thought process in your head of how you want to see it, do it. Be spontaneous. Take the leap of faith. Contentment. Oh my gosh, this can bring you so much contentment. The lighthouse is just like this beacon of hope and like that draws you in from the sea. It is your lighthouse. It is now I'm thinking of Our Flag Means Death. If you love that show, let me know down in the comments because it's my new obsession. This lighthouse is signifying like you're coming home. Like this is what you need to do. This is where you need to be. And it could also be a little nod to the spotlight for the recognition. Maybe a little fame, maybe a little bit of people knowing your name. Look at that, the future. You never know what the future's going to bring, right? But this is, to me, saying that this is going to be so good for your future. You have so many opportunities coming. And then, the dreaming, I love it. What are your dreams? What do you dream of? Create the dreams, right? Bring them into the physical world. I love that. Take your ideas out of your dreams, bring it into the physical world. Next up, we've got the Sacred Sea Oracle. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. And we've got the Sea Goddess of Courage, authentic communication. So it takes courage to go after what you want. It takes courage to go after what you dream about. But this is also communicating your wants and your needs and your goals and being okay with that. Again, it's more Ace of Swords situation here with clarity, authentic communication. Like, be your authentic self too. Like, you don't have, there is nobody in the world like you. You are unique. You bring something unique to the table. Even if you're doing something that 20 million other people are doing, you're still doing something that's unique because it's you. You're the one creating it. So keep that in mind when you are saying, am I worthy enough to do it? If I should do it, should I even go for it? Have the courage to do so because you are you. You are unique and you deserve it. Authentic communication. Make sure when you are talking to yourself, it is not negative or self-doubting. Make sure when you are talking about yourself, negative thoughts are going to happen as human. But when those negative thoughts do happen, you acknowledge them and then you say, that's not how I think anymore. And you turn that thought into a positive. So I'm not good enough turns into, you know what? I am worthy. I am good enough just how I am. Or you use your own version, but you flip it on its head into a positive. Authentic communication. Like attracts like. Law of attraction. Next we've got Sea Goddess of Abundance. Yes. Celebrate abundance. This is going to create so many opportunities for you. And last C one, we've got Sea Goddess of Transmutation. Celebrate change. So yeah, it's going to be a new beginning. It's going to be a lot of change, but it's going to be really good change. And, you know, change is always scary. Change is always a little chaotic, but everything will stay the same if nothing changes. So if you want to still be where you're at, you're going to continue to be there unless something changes. So don't be afraid of good change. All right, your next cards are the Oracle of the Mermaids. First one, air. Yes. Okay. So breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life, bringing energy. So this is you breathing in life into what you want to create. And it's funny, air, because that is exactly what the Suit of Swords is representing. New life. Love that. Then we've got time and tide, oceanic spells and rituals. So time, it is divine timing, but I will read from the book from this just to see what messages we've got here, because this can mean a couple of things. So I want to make sure you're getting the correct information here. In our world and in yours of old, the rituals would be observed and the festivals kept, because that way the mother would breathe in and out more easily, and we would breathe with her in the way of the cycles of the soul, planet, galaxy. We make offerings to the sea mother, being sure to clean and care for her liminal zones, the places where you so often walked. All right. It is time for thorough action of connection, a ritual or spell with the realm of the merbeings, with the sea, with her creature. When done with great formality and mindfulness, many acts can become magical and reconnect us to the sacred within and outside of us. You may wish to ritually bathe in a tidal pool, which could be a naturally formed rock pool or sacred bath time you create for yourself. As you bathe in the sacred healing pool, allow the water to drain away anything that must be left behind for you to go forward again, to go to your own personal high tide at change of tide. The saltwater crystals will drag through your auric layer, clearing and cleansing, leaving you feeling light and free, yet very pleasant and clear. The warm waters of the tidal pool make them mermaidenly goddess pools of healing right on the seashore. The amniotic fluid of rebirth for you to be freed from. All right. So basically it's a cleansing ritual to help you release and then move forward. Cycles, right? Rituals are important. So if there's also a ritual that helps you to create, it's a great acknowledgement of that as well. So like, if there's a certain way that you like to prepare yourself before you do whatever work it is that you do, then keep doing it because it's working for you. And then your last mermaid reflections, what you contemplate, you actualize. So again, law of attraction. Don't be thinking negative thoughts about yourself. Don't self-doubt, because you will continually do so and you won't take the leap and you won't take the action that needs to be taken. Okay. And then also reflecting is great. It helps you release what you no longer need or what's not working for you anymore. And then it helps you realize what is working for you and what you need to accentuate and what you need to pour more energy into. All right. And then your last cards here are the Whispers of the Ocean. And we've got leaping through the air, more air, and a leap of faith, right? A plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. Boom. Be spontaneous, right? All right, rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. Love it. And your very last card, we've got shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. This is kind of awesome. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about this for you. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here for you in June. I feel like you're finally coming into your own and figuring out what you want and who you are, which is fantastic. Take the helm. Do what lights you up. Connect with your muse or your muses. Do the thing, because you're going to have new clarity and you're going to be unstuck. I promise that. All right, this is what I see for the month of June for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know if this resonates for you down in the comment section below. Tell me what group you chose. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you and I like you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in my next one. Alrighty, bye-bye.